Today we are taking a deep dive into our next haunt of this year's Hallowed Haunt Tour. Now this week's haunt is one that reached out to me last year during haunt season to have me come out, but my schedule was already booked. But we made it happen this year and I am beyond excited for it. So we are taking a quick flight up to Greensboro, North Carolina this week to check out Woods of Terror. Rated one of the scariest haunted thrill parks in North Carolina, this event has 16 different attractions that range from phobias to Stranger Things and even slasher cinema. Basically, if there isn't something that you're even a bit afraid of here, you're lying. Today, we'll be doing a full overview of the event before we take our trip there to give you guys some information about this awesome haunted attraction. But before we get into it, please make sure you're subscribed and have the bell notifications turned on to get notified whenever I post a video, and also make sure you're following both Instagram and Twitter. The links are down in the description below. Now, let's dive into the details of Woods of Terror. When you arrive at Woods of Terror, the first thing you're going to run into is, of course, the Midway, as any good haunt has. But their Midway starts with a bit of a bang, as you actually get to watch all of the scare actors head into the attractions for the night, as they parade through the Midway, frightening guests as they take their spot for a night of fright. But not only can you experience the parade in the Midway, but they also have tons of games, food, and live entertainment. Speaking of live entertainment and food, new for this year is a brand new huge stage and DJ booth for the in-house band and DJ, and as well as 2 new bars that will be gracing the Midway this year. Now that we briefly covered the Midway, let's talk about the haunt itself. So there are 15 total haunts to go through at Woods of Terror, and how they work is that you basically go from one to the other as you continue through the experience. Signs will show which section you are in and which section you're going to be going into next. Think of it as just one continuous long walkthrough with 15 different themes. Now let's talk about these 15 different haunt themes. Going in order of when you would see them in the experience, we have phobias, which is of course your normal spiders, bugs, snakes, and even man-eating plants. And it has a super cool story that they have for it that follows the story of an explorer who would always bring back stuff from his expeditions. Then there's Jack's Revenge, which this one I am super excited for because it is a very classic, campy, Halloween-style theme with pumpkins and all sorts of different creatures. And this one is based in the 50s, so that one is super awesome, and I'm really excited to see that one. Our third theme is Hardwired, which is a super 80s sci-fi theme, and it is themed to AI taking over this section of the attraction, and it's trying to kill guests to kind of create its own human form. Now, we can't have a haunt without a 3D clown section, and 3D Euphoria fits the bill. Armed with your 3D glasses, you will travel through halls of color and laughs as you come face to face with an entire circus of killer clowns. Theme 5 is going to be our next theme, and this one is Eleven's Nightmare. Super awesome theming for this one. It is inspired by Stranger Things, where you play the role of Eleven, traveling through the Creel House and the Upside Down as you have to relive the hallucinations of characters' deaths from the hit show. From there, you will head to the Mortuary, which is, of course, going to be our classic funeral parlor theme with various sections of crematoriums and embalming stations, all hoping that you will be the next victim. Now we move on to one of 2 new themes for this year, as the former graveyard has gotten a complete overhaul for this year and is now called Necropolis, which leads you through a ton of twists and turns of tombstones and zombies as you make your way closer to the city of the dead. Following that is another one that I'm super excited for, and that is Scream Cinemas. This theme is all about horror movies, as they have scenes from Ghostface to Freddy and basically every slasher in between. Quickly through the next couple, we have a pirate theme section titled Pirate's Cove, which actually includes an awesome treetop voodoo section that is really actually up in the trees. Like, it is actually in the treetops, which is super cool, and they have tons of lights. It is going to be a sight to behold when we do end up seeing it. Then there is Miner's Massacre, a werewolf gold mine curse theme trail where you are walking through a gold mine where miners who strike it rich with gold end up getting a nasty werewolf's curse. And lastly, we have the Texas House, which is your typical hillbilly horror style walkthrough that takes inspiration from Texas Chainsaw Massacre and American Gothic. Now we're going to start off our final 4 attractions. We have our other new attraction for this year, which is Baba Yaga. This will be Woods of Terror's goriest haunt to date. Ripped from the pages of legend and myth, this attraction takes you through the house of Baba Yaga. You will come face to face with witches, woodland spirits, and wendigos, and of course, the Baba Yaga herself. This attraction sounds so awesome, and it is definitely one that I'm super hyped for this year. And one that I'm not so hyped for is going to be our next one, which is Sensory Overload. This one will challenge your eyes, ears, and hands as you wander through the dark, trying to feel your way through the entire attraction. I've done a couple of these in other haunts, and I will definitely say they're not my favorite. Definitely a sensory overload. Then we move on to the Brookhaven Memorial Hospital, which is of course going to be our asylum-style attraction where mental patients and doctors will try to force you to relive the horrors that they have faced while being trapped inside the walls of the asylum. And our last theme for this entire attraction is going to be the Scrubber. After you've gone through all the other 14 attractions and have gotten properly scared, you will need to get cleaned up before you can head back into society, and this attraction will do just that. Overall, this is an extremely packed event filled with tons of different themes and just an overall interesting, well-rounded experience, and I cannot wait to check it out this week. If you guys are interested in taking a trip to Woods of Terror, here are the prices for this year's event, which runs from Friday, September 13th to Saturday, November 9th, and is open on every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday during that time period, and the Thursday for Halloween. And prices range from $35 for regular admission in September and get as high as $50 for Saturdays in October and the week of Halloween. Other ticket options are available, such as fast passes and all access passes, but the general admission is all you really need if you are just looking to experience all of the trails. I am super excited to check out this event, like I did say, and I cannot wait to show up my full experience and review on the channel next week, so stay tuned for that. But if you did enjoy our little rundown of what to expect at Woods of Terror, drop a like and comment down below if you have been to Woods of Terror, because I would really like to know, or if you're planning on going this year, I'd really like to know. But as always, I'm Michael from Hallowed Thrills, giving you the all clear, and all clear means you're out of here. See you guys next time.